Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Veldman Way. Today I'm coming at you from the parking lot of At Home. I'm going to bring you another shop with me video. It's been a while since I've done one of these and I apologize for that. It's been a crazy month. With most of you probably have seen in my other videos, I did get laid off from my job. And so this last month has been just crazy with applying and interviewing for companies. Luckily, I did find a new job that I start next week. So before I start my new job, I wanted to get out to the stores and bring you guys another shopping video because I know recording these might be a little bit difficult once I go back into the office. So hopefully I can continue to keep bringing these to you and find time to do them. But today we're going to focus on spring decor, Easter decor, see what they have left for Easter. But also I'm excited to take a look at some of their summer stuff, like their outdoors stuff. They have At Home has always had a great selection of pots and outdoor decorations. And I am like getting spring fever. Forget spring fever. I have summer fever. Can we skip spring and go to summer? That would be great. Like summer is my favorite time of year. So I am so excited to start looking at some of the outdoor decor to hopefully give me some inspiration for my own yard, which I can't wait to bring you guys along with me as I do that this year. It'll be a couple more months, obviously, but I'm still looking forward to it and starting to plan for that. But today I want to find a little vase for my island. I know I've been talking about this for months about getting rid of the giant behemoth thing I have on my island. I did get some stuff at Hobby Lobby yesterday, and one of the things I got, I loved these flowers. I thought I love yellow. It's just so pretty and it will contrast really well with some of the teal in my kitchen. But I didn't see any like vases that I liked there to put them in that would fit in the little tray that I got. I don't know. I'm going to show you guys all. I'm going to be doing, after this video, my next video is going to be a spring decorate with me, and I'm going to show you guys what I got for my island. I'm so excited to get my house ready for spring. I still have my Valentine's Day stuff up. I know it's horrible, so I'm excited to get that doing, which I will have that video for you next. But let's head inside. And then let me just say, like, I don't know if any of you are on this like Stanley cup like craze that's out there. I got like one of the new tie-dye ones. I love this, especially with my new job. Like, I don't drink enough water, and this is perfect for me to bring. I have to commute into the city a couple days a week for my new job. So like, this is perfect. It fits 2 LaCroix in here with a bunch of ice. So this is my new favorite thing. I will say I am loving the green tie-dye. It reminds me of spring. So, all right, let's head into At Home and see what they have. As soon as I walked into At Home, I saw this beautiful display of outdoor furniture. The colors are amazing. I love this little tray, serving tray for outside. Not that I need a serving tray for outside, let's be honest, but I just loved the colors, and these pillows were adorable. They have these beautiful flowers in all different colors, and I did check the tag. It does say that they can be outdoors. Obviously, you don't want them out like if it's raining. I just can't imagine they hold up very well in the rain, but they were super adorable. And then I headed over to a display they had. They had a couple of little Easter stuff. I mean, obviously At Home at this point doesn't have a lot of Easter stuff, which is fine. I got enough for Easter. I really wanted to see some more of the summer stuff. But this section was it had a bee themed, which I actually thought was really cute and a good idea for summer. So they had a lot of really cool things. And then this little beehive pot, I think would be perfect if you want to put in like your like spoons, like for cooking and things like that, by your oven. Now I have like a pull-out drawer for that, so I wouldn't use that, but I think it would look so cute. If I didn't have one of those, I definitely would get it for that. So I think maybe for summer, I might do a little bit of a bee theme in the kitchen. I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll see if I end up doing that. But they had a couple of really cute leftover Easter stuff. Not much, like I said, it's kind of been mostly picked over, but if you still haven't gotten any of your Easter stuff, there's still a couple of good options over at Home. All right, now that I took a look at all of the Easter stuff that they have left, it's time to get to the fun stuff, the summer stuff. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I am not even at spring fever, I am at summer fever. So going into At Home and seeing the amount of pots that they have is just making me super happy because I love summer so much. I love decorating my backyard with tons of flowers, and At Home is my go-to place for pots. They have a really good selection of outdoor pots that are very durable and heavy. They also have a good amount of plastic ones. Last year I got these white ones, the big giant ones that they have here in the back that I put in my backyard, which I can't wait to show you guys what I do with my patio with flowers. But I did get these big white pots and they are really, really cool. So if you're looking for any kind of like outdoor pots, At Home is definitely the best place to go. I feel like they have a better selection than any like Home Depot or Hobby Lobby or any of those. They have an amazing selection. I also loved these little stands. I'd probably use these for more inside. I mean, they do have the hole in the bottom, so you can have these outside, but the look of them I thought would look really cool with some silk flowers like they have here on display next to my fireplace. I don't know. I'm going to have to see if I'd be able to fit it. I have a section next to my fireplace, but that's where all the dog beds are, and that's kind of their area. So I don't know if I want to take over their area. They wouldn't be too happy with me. But I will say At Home does have a very good selection of silk flowers. Normally I haven't been very impressed, but some of the spring stuff that they have out right now looks really good. Like that one I just showed you, like the cascading silk flowers, really loved that one. And then now it's time to head over and try to find a vase for those silk flowers that I bought at Hobby Lobby. And they did have a lot more vases here at Home than they do at Hobby Lobby. Initially, I really liked this one because it had kind of a speckled look. I brought in my flowers just to see. Obviously, it looks like I'll need to trim them down a little bit for this vase, but I did like the texture on this vase. I thought it was really cute, so we'll see. So I narrowed it down to two vases that I liked for my island. The first one is that one that has kind of that speckled look, which I did really like the detail in it, but the flowers fit so much better in the second one that I put in here, just because the top is not as wide, so it kind of keeps the flowers upright more. So, you know, decisions, right? But then as I was walking through the store, I saw these purple flowers that looked beautiful. And so I wanted to go and find them in the silk flower display, which here's a little bit of a sneak peek of the silk flowers that they have right now. Like I said, I am pretty impressed by the amount that they have. Usually I'm not. They did good this year, but this is the purple flowers that I saw as I was walking through the store, and these just spoke to me, and I love the way that they fit in this little vase. I think I like them better than these yellow flowers. And a little thing about purple, I love the color purple and like lavender and like the lilacs and things like that. I live in a town where we're called the Lilac Village, and we actually have a lilac parade every year. Like lilacs are a huge thing. I have a lilac bush in my front yard. Like, I love, even though those aren't lilacs, but they're that color. But then I found these, which game changer. I mean, I love them. They might be a little bit too much for my island, but I loved the kind of feather look of these flowers, and I just thought they were gorgeous. I would say that At Home also had a good
variety of spring wreaths. I can't wait to put a spring wreath on my door. I still have my Christmas one, by the way, on my front door. So I know I'm a hot mess this year. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I really loved this one because it has butterflies on it. And my son and I raise monarch butterflies during the summer. So I will definitely take you guys along for that ride too and show you guys how we do that. But anything with butterflies, I just love butterflies because I have a little butterfly garden in our backyard, and we get monarchs and we do all of that. So yeah, I really loved that one because of the butterflies. But the colors for all of these were pretty. I think I'm going to need a new spring wreath because the one I had last year, I've had for a few years, it's kind of starting to fall apart a little bit. So I'll probably come back and get a spring wreath. I didn't want to go overboard today. I kind of want to wait and see if they get some more in as we get a little bit closer. I have an Easter one that I'm going to put on my door, and then I'll switch it out with a spring one after Easter is done. But they had a lot of little tiny silk flower things, which is great. Like if you have a tiered tray in the kitchen like I did buy a couple of little silk flowers to put on it just to fill it in and give it pops of color and greenery. So if you are looking for like really small things of silk flowers to kind of just put randomly around your house, I would say overall At Home had a good amount of options for that. Now I'm headed over to take a look at more of their outdoor pots. As I mentioned, At Home has a great huge amount of, like a huge display of them. I love these ones that look like they're kind of like spilled over and put flowers in. I think I might get one this year for my front porch. I think it would look really cool. So like I said, I didn't buy it today, but I think I'll definitely go back and have to do inventory on my pots and see if I have room for that on my front porch. Something that I haven't really seen before, or maybe just never noticed, were these pot stands, which I thought were really pretty, the amount of colors that they have. And then they even have a hole on the top, so if you have an outdoor pot that you have to water, they have it where it can drain down, which I thought was really nice. I don't have any really room on my patio for any of these because I have so much stuff on my patio already. But who knows, maybe I'll make room for one because I did think that these were really cool looking. I just don't have room to store all my stuff in during the winter, so I need to work on more storage options before I start buying more plant stuff. But I did really like these. And then I loved this one, which is a butterfly. As I mentioned, I do have a butterfly garden and we raise monarchs. So I'm really tempted to see if I can fit that somewhere in my butterfly garden and put a pot on it. We'll see. But another thing that At Home has a ton of is cushions and pillows for outside. I have always gotten our outdoor pillows and cushions for our old patio furniture from At Home. So they have a huge amount of just different size pillows, different patterns and textures. I love this paisley look. I feel like outside I do more bold colors and patterns, things that I wouldn't necessarily put inside, because when I step outside on my patio, I want to see an explosion of color, bright colors. I want it to feel sunny and summery, even if it is a cloudy, dreary day outside. I want to just feel like I'm on vacation on my patio. So that's where I really do a ton of color and things that I wouldn't necessarily do in my home. Even though most of my patio is teal, which is the color of my kitchen. So I guess I don't usually use that many different colors, but I loved this one with a little bit pops of orange and yellow with that teal in there. But I have a ton of outdoor pillows. I don't need any more. I have ones actually that look a lot like this pattern. This might actually be the pattern I have. I don't even really remember. That's how many pillows I have. But I have something very similar to this in my backyard on my patio set. I will say that wicker furniture has definitely become more modern. I think a lot of people consider wicker furniture to be kind of like Golden Girls, right? Like a little bit more old lady-ish. But it definitely has a modern touch these days. And these chairs I thought were gorgeous. The only thing I'm thinking is they're so low to the ground. I would need help getting out of these things. And I just can't imagine having like my parents or my in-laws over and then them sitting in these and having to like help them up every time, because I don't know, they are really low, which I know is kind of that modern look now. But yeah, it's just not for me. But I do really like this chair. This one looked really cool. It has like a kind of bungee cords, I guess you could say. I just don't know how comfortable it would be. Again, it's really low to the ground as well. And I feel like if you sit in it, it would like stretch out, and I don't know how long it would last. So, but again, the look is really cool. So I'm back at the pots, and I mean, the colors that they have for their pots, like these blue ones, these like cobalt blue and like the lighter blue, just pop like with different colored flowers. They have the best pot collection, or collection, I guess you could say, than any other store in my area. And they are just gorgeous. And some of these are really, really heavy. I mean, these are heavy duty. Like, these are not going anywhere. And they also have a good selection of lighter weight plastic ones as well. For instance, this ginormous pot is about $140, and the only reason why it's that cheap, which I know is still expensive, but I mean, given the size, that's a pretty good price, is because it's plastic, so it is lightweight. But I wish I had a place to put a huge pot like this. And some of the sizes are just crazy. Like, I just imagine if you had like a huge yard with like a beautiful in-ground pool where you can have these humongous pots, like this huge large bowl one I thought was gorgeous, that you could have just all over your patio. That would be my backyard goals for sure. But we'll never have that in our yard. But like, I really question, like, where do you store these? So if you have a yard where you have these giant pots like this, comment below. Let me know, where do you store them? Because I can't even imagine having somewhere to store them during the winter time. So that's always something I always question. Of course, I had to go take a look at the 4th of July stuff, because 4th of July is my favorite holiday. I love 4th of July even more than I love Christmas. It is like my Christmas. I love that it's in the summertime. I love fireworks. I love parties. I love parades. I love all of it. So, seeing all the 4th of July stuff is just really putting me in like the best mood here. I don't normally decorate for 4th of July. I mean, I decorate the outside of my house for 4th of July with American flags, and I have a couple things, but I've never decorated really inside my house, and I don't think I'm going to go crazy this year either. But of course, I have those little tier trays in my kitchen, so I'm sure I'll throw in a couple of little 4th of July things. Now, the only thing is the stuff that they had out here was large. They didn't have a lot of really small things. Like a couple of these signs, I guess, would probably fit on some of those trays, but they didn't really have a whole lot of options when it comes to small things. Now, when I was at Hobby Lobby this week, they had all of their 4th of July stuff up in boxes up above all of their spring stuff. So I have a feeling that maybe Hobby Lobby might have a bigger selection of smaller things. Now, also too, this might just be the beginning of the 4th of July stuff that they're bringing out at home. So I'll definitely have to go back and see if I can find a couple of smaller things to kind of decorate here and there around the house. But like I said, most of the stuff that I get is outside stuff for 4th of July. If you've seen any of my other decorating videos, you know that I have a bench in my kitchen that I like to put pillows on for the different holidays. I love this American flag pillow. The only problem is that it's not long enough. I'd really prefer to have one that's a little bit longer just to fill in the bench better. And I don't want to put too many pillows on my bench to cover up the bench itself, because it is really pretty and it goes really well in my kitchen. So I will keep a close eye out for other pillows that I can get. Maybe I'll go to Home Goods or something like that and see what they have. But I hope that this video put you guys in a really good mood for summer. I know it did for me. Going into at home and seeing all the pops of color, the pots, the outdoor furniture. I am so excited to get my patio all cleaned off and ready for summer, get some flowers planted. I'm in the Chicago area where it is cold and I am over winter and I am ready to fast forward to May and start getting my backyard in shape. So I hope, like I said, I hope that this video put you in that good mood that summer is coming and it will be here before you know it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I like to post different content of cleaning and decorating and shopping videos and all of that fun stuff. And my next video is going to be my spring and clean and decorate with me. So you don't want to miss that for sure. So thank you guys so much for your support. I hope you all have a great day and I will see you at the next one.